Hey sisters, today I'm going to talk to you about how I healed my PCOS cystic acne naturally. I'm also going to show you my current favorite PCOS friendly facial mask that helps soothe any acne flare-ups. Acne affects 1 in 3 women with PCOS, and I was definitely one of them. I used to have painful cystic acne that would make my face literally ache. I remember going to Nordstroms once to shop for makeup so that I could just cover it all up, and they had really good lighting there, so I looked into a close-up mirror and I was literally traumatized. I couldn't believe what had happened to my skin. Not long before, it was totally fine, and there I was with painful cystic acne. I was ready to spend any amount of money I could to treat my skin. But I knew I had to figure out the root cause of it first. So I went to skincare clinics. I was offered facials, peels, lasers, and expensive products, but I didn't actually end up getting them because I really wanted to understand what was wrong. I wanted to understand the root cause of the acne and why it was there in the first place. I'm pretty sure all of those treatments would have been temporary fixes. So I went to the dermatologist for answers, and I was ready for a full explanation of how PCOS is triggering acne, what's going on, but I was only offered the medication spironolactone. And you may have heard of it, and that was pretty much it. No explanation. Once again, I was sent on my merry way. And so there I was, confused yet again. Medications like birth control, Accutane, and spironolactone were just being thrown at me in every direction, and they all had these terrifying side effects that no one felt the need to address. Above all else, they didn't treat the root cause of my issues. Comment below if this was similar to your experience with cystic acne. So once again, there I was, confused. On my quest to reverse my PCOS, I worked with naturopathic doctors, and I was also studying to become a registered dietitian. So I've always been curious about metabolic dysfunction, how to reverse it, how to thrive with PCOS and live symptom-free. I started piecing together the knowledge that I now want to share with you in an easily digestible way. Get it? A little dietitian humor. I'm sure you're curious to know what's happening inside of you that's triggering your acne in the first place. Knowing this is key to reversing your acne with PCOS. So what the heck is going on? High androgens are the root cause of PCOS acne problems. We're overproducing male hormones known as androgens, and that's testosterone, right? So you need to tackle this to treat acne effectively. So what do we do about it now? Should we just take a pill that'll block our testosterone? We're typically offered spironolactone by dermatologists, and for some people this is a good choice because acne can truly become debilitating. So if you do choose to take spironolactone, I totally get it, but you should have an exit plan, because once you're off of it, all your symptoms might just come back. Whether or not you take it, you still want to manage the root cause of the high testosterone. Why is it so high? What is happening metabolically that's triggering the high testosterone in the first place? Now, addressing this will also help you with other symptoms like weight gain, irregular periods, and moodiness. So here we go. I'm going to tell you the 2 major drivers of high testosterone. Drum roll, please. Insulin resistance and inflammation. Insulin resistance can be passed down genetically, or it can be from poor blood sugar control due to a sugary or carby diet, or even a stressful lifestyle. Dairy especially can aggravate insulin resistance and elevate insulin levels in your body, triggering acne. Here's how that works. Having chronically high blood sugar or eating dairy can increase a hormone called insulin-like growth factor, which stimulates more oil production in the oil glands in your face. That looks like painful, swollen, cystic acne all over your face. It also stimulates more testosterone production in your ovaries, and that ends up manifesting as jawline acne. 70 to 80% of women with PCOS have insulin resistance. So this might be the root cause of acne for you. It's mostly underdiagnosed because the tests that are conventionally done aren't sensitive enough to pick up early stages of insulin resistance, and those early stages are enough to trigger symptoms like cystic acne. I suggest cutting out dairy and reducing sugar for at least 30 days to see if this has an effect on your skin and other symptoms. It could really improve your cystic acne. It certainly was the biggest game changer for me and my skin. At one point, I thought I could tolerate just a little bit of cheese every day, but even that much after a week or so was aggravating my cystic acne on my skin. So I don't have dairy regularly anymore. The second reason for PCOS acne is chronic inflammation, which typically starts with poor gut health. Chronic inflammation triggers PCOS. And now, unsurprisingly, it also triggers acne. Not just that, it also has a trigger for insulin resistance, which, like I mentioned earlier, promotes high testosterone and overproduction in the oil glands and cystic acne. So inflammation is really just beneath all of it. The PCOS, the acne, and the insulin resistance. So now that we've got that explanation out of the way, how do we treat the inflammation and insulin resistance that's driving our acne? What the heck are we supposed to do? Some of the suggestions I'm about to make can be very challenging to turn into a lifestyle when trying them on your own for the first time. So I just want to remind you that we have an amazing community of women also working on reversing their PCOS symptoms, and we're all cheering each other on. It's our membership program, The Sisterhood, and I've linked it in the description below for you. So let's dive into what we can do about all this so you can clear your skin. First, you want to remove sugar. It causes insulin spikes and makes insulin resistance worse. And the bad bacteria in your gut feeds off of sugar, so it will also increase inflammation. Studies even show that a low sugar diet significantly decreases androgen levels, so this is golden. If you're struggling with reducing sugar, there's also supplements that can help heal cravings that are triggered by insulin resistance. You know, those insatiable cravings. I will include my favorite one called Ovasitol in the description below for you. This can really help with your cravings. Second, you want to remove dairy. Milk consumption increases insulin and insulin-like growth factor. Like I mentioned earlier, this will trigger an overproduction of oil in your skin as well as high testosterone levels, leading to jawline cystic acne. Studies show that dairy may play a part in acne development. I personally know that even if I eat one slice of cheese a day, I will literally have a full-blown cystic acne explosion all over my jawline and all over my face. So I know I'm very sensitive in terms of dairy and acne. Third, you want to try removing gluten from your diet. Aiming to rebalance your gut health is key, and studies show that when you consume gluten, a protein called zonulin is released in your gut, and that zonulin causes the tight junctions of the gut to loosen up and allow particles of gluten to get through and into your bloodstream, causing chronic inflammation. Try cutting it out for 30 days to see if it helps with your symptoms. I know these can be some major diet and lifestyle changes for you sisters. I totally understand it can get overwhelming, but I want you to know that it did take me a bit of time to create a lifestyle out of this, and I consistently eat this way now because I was patient with myself. I know how hard it can be, so that's why we've created an incredible community for you called the Sisterhood. Before I forget, let me show you this green tea face mask I love, and I'll link it below. You just have to mix the powder with water until it turns into a mousse-like paste, and when you apply it onto your skin, it's super cooling and calming. It's made with detoxifying clay, as well as matcha, willow bark, and chlorella. Drinking decaf green tea, by the way, can help reduce testosterone levels. So why not put it on your face in a face mask? This mask is great for breakouts caused by hormonal fluctuations. I love doing this mask, especially after I've had a bit of dairy. It's great for preventative measure too. So sisters, this is how I healed my cystic acne naturally with PCOS. I hope my tips work for you. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and take the quiz in the description to see what type of PCOS you might have. I really appreciate every like, comment, and share.